Alright, so Close to You, as performed by the Carpenters, is in the key of G. And so we're going to stick with that and I show you how to play it. However, it's much easier for guitarists to put a capo or capo, or whatever you want to call it, on the 3rd fret and play as if you were playing in the key of E. But we're going to call out chords like we're playing in the key of E. But because this capo is here, we're actually playing in the key of G. I hope that makes sense. In other words, if I play a D form, I'm going to call it a D. But since this capo is here, it's really an F. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Just know that when I call out the chords, you'll be able to move this capo wherever you want to fit your vocal range, and you should be able to play it. Okay, but we're going to play it in the original key so you can compare it to the original Carpenters version. Let's start with the intro. The intro is an A add 9 to an A, but with an E bass, so this is the only bass you're going to play. And the chords are played on quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, always. The bass is going to be played on the and beat of beats 2 and 4. So if we were to count in eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we'd go 1 and 2 and, that's the bass, 3 and 4 and, that's the bass. So the chords are A add 9, top 3 strings, pluck twice. And then we hit the bass, 1 and 2 and that is the 4th string. And then we take this off and go to an A. See how the bass came on the and beat of beat 4? So if I was just to do that, that's nice. And if that's all you practice and that's all you get, that's good enough. That will do fine. But you know there's a little lick in there. And what happens is it goes 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then the second time you hit the 2nd string, then back to the chord, bass. Okay, so that was. And then repeat the first part again, and then end it here. And that's how you play the intro. Alright, so let's go ahead and learn the verse. The verse is A add 9, and it's for 4 beats. So, why do birds suddenly appear? On Pier, you go to a G sharp sus4 for 2 beats, then a G sharp for 2 beats, then a G sharp minor 7 for 2 beats. I'm sorry, 4 beats. Every time, 2, 3. You are C sharp minor 7, near C sharp minor. Okay, then the next section is A, just like A add 9, B, A major 7, they belong to A add 9, B, to an E major 9, close to you, and then a different version of E major 9. Why do hit the B note, B flat note, and then A to go to the A add 9. So, why do stars fall down from the sky? Same chords, minor 7. Every time you walk by, same chords, just like me, same chords. To E major 9, close to you. Then you want to go to E9 and just go to E7 sus4 here, so you can hit the 3rd string and the 2nd string, which takes us to the bridge. Okay, the bridge is really cool. And it goes A major to A6 to A major 7 to A6 and repeat. We'll do that twice. On the day that you were born, the angels got together. Like that. And then it goes to a G sharp minor 7 and decided to create a dream come. Now watch this. Off this G minor 7, just take your other fingers off and leave the bar and just do the middle 4 strings. This is on the 4th fret from the capo. And this becomes a B over C sharp. True. And then put this finger down to cover the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings and make it a C sharp. Okay? True. All right. And then the sprinkled part is an A add 9. So they sprinkled moon dust to A in the hair to A major 7. Golden starlight A6 in your eyes to a B major. Blue. Then there's a 4-note lick. It is, those are the 4 notes. Very difficult to do as a quick arpeggio for guitarists, so I kind of make it noticeable. That's how I do it. Where I just hit this note, hit the 2nd string and pull off, and then hit 3rd string. And then I repeat it up here by going 4th string, stretch your little finger out to the 6th fret and hit slide, and then so that type of thing. Okay? And then we're right back to the 3rd verse, which is exactly the same as the 2nd. Now after the 3rd verse is over, that takes us to the interlude. So let's learn that. Alright, the interlude is a little challenging because you're changing keys. You're modulating up a half step. And to begin that, you hit the 5th string 5th fret, the 4th string 3rd fret, and then you play a B flat add 9, which I play like this now. Plucking the 6th, 4th, and 3rd and 2nd strings. So 1, 2, and then you're going to do this melody. So that was the 3rd string, hitting the note that's fretted, taking it off, going back to it, and then 2 frets above it. And then you're going to play an A sus4 here. And it's the 3rd string that's the melody note. And then 3rd string 2nd fret, 2nd string 1st fret, A minor 7. So, and I slide it to add a guitar nuance. Piano can't do that. And then A minor 7, same notes, to D minor 7. You can make it D minor here. Okay, and then it is that B flat add 9 to a B flat, back to the B flat add 9 and go. So you're switching between those 2 chords, but adding the melody or the solo. To an F major 9. And I went ahead and hit that melody note on the 3rd string 2nd fret. To an F7. Okay, coming off that solo, we now go to the bridge again. And the bridge is now a half step higher, so the chords are, they become a little bit more difficult in many respects. But the chords are B flat to B flat 6 to B flat major 7 to B flat 6 and repeat. On the day that you were born, the angels got together to A minor 7 and decided to create a dream come. This is a C it's just one finger on the second string first fret and then a D. And then back to the B flat add 9. So they sprinkled moon dust to a B flat in your hair, B flat major 7. Golden starlight, B flat 6. In your eyes, a C major. Blue. Just break. And we go to the final verse, which is the same as the first verse, but now a half step higher, and here are the chords. That is back to the B flat 9, B flat add 9. Why all the boys in town? You're going to go to the A sus 4A. A minor 7. Follow you to a D minor 7, to a D minor. And then back to the B flat, just like B flat add 9, B flat major 7, B flat add 9, F major 9. Close to you. Repeat that part. B flat add 9, B flat major 7, they belong to thee. Okay, now here we're going to do an F major 7 sus 2 like this, and do sort of like the same intro again, and it goes like this. And so you're plucking these notes, adding the little finger on the second string 6th fret, and then hammering on the first string 5th fret. Then you're just switching off between that, like the beginning. All right. And the last part, what? That, whatever the words are B flat major 7, wah, B flat add 9, repeat, wah, to F major 9, close to you. We'll do that again. B flat major 7, wah, B flat add 9, B flat major 7, B flat add 9, close to you. All the same. And then that little syncopation where it comes in a little quicker. Close to you. And I guess you can end it there. So that's how you can play as a guitarist, sort of like the piano plays in the great song Close to You with Karen Carpenter's majestic, so beautiful voice. It's such a good song. Put it in your repertoire for me. When I perform it, I'll probably take this off and play it down here. Why do stars fall down from the sky? Much easier. But you can take the capo and put it anywhere, and on the 3rd fret it gives you the original key. Thanks for swinging by. I hope you enjoyed that. A little complicated, but you can get it if you really try hard. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.